Hello, I'm Simon and welcome to Addicted to Code. Getting feedback is really useful and it helps to inspire me, so if you like the videos, please click the like button. If you like what I do, please subscribe and click the bell. If you have any questions, just leave the comment below. What do you do after you've finished developing an app? After hours and hours of development, my personal preference is to put it in the bin and then take the dog for a walk. Okay, perhaps that's not quite true. I don't always take the dog for a walk, but what if you want the world to see your brilliant new app while you're taking the dog for a walk? Then putting it in the trash isn't an option. Being serious for a moment, we need to host our app on a server. That's what this course is about. But it's not as simple as it may sound. And if you find a really simple way, then you may be doing it wrong, or worse, perhaps putting your users' security and data at risk. This course will take you through the development of an application using the Quasar Framework, which is based on the popular and loved Vue.js. The application we'll be developing is a blog, and that includes authentication with data stored in a MySQL database. Security is important, especially if you're storing user data and passwords, so adding a second server for your database that is not accessible directly from the internet is best practice. That's going to involve domain names, proxying, firewalls, and perhaps a little sprinkling of Docker. You see, I told you it wasn't as simple as it sounds. Don't worry though, we're going to do this together, and once you've done it once or twice, it actually isn't that hard. So here's what we're going to cover in the course. We're going to provision 2 servers. I'll be using Hetzner.com, but you're free to use any other service. I like Hetzner because it's simple to use. They've been going for a while now, and importantly for me, they're cheap. The cloud servers I'll be using are only €2.99 per month per server, and as cloud servers you only pay for them by the second, so if you only intend to use them for the duration of this course, it may not even cost you that. I'll also take you through the registering of a domain. If you already have one, then you can use that. As long as your registrar allows you to manage the DNS settings and set up subdomains, you'll be good to go. I'll be using Docker for running the MySQL server. I'll take you through the installation of Docker and Docker Compose. I'll also be using the web-based MySQL management tool, Adminer. This will also run in a Docker container on the database server. So there's your little sprinkling of Docker. The second server I'll be setting up will be running Nginx. I'll use this to host the Quasar application and to act as a proxy server to Adminer running on the database server. Remember, we don't want any public internet connections directly to the database server. The Quasar application will access the database via an API, also running on a web server. We'll be using AdonisJS for this, which will also manage our authentication and authorization. To keep everything secure, we'll set up firewall rules on the web server and database server, and we'll limit SSH and Adminer access to only specific IP addresses. There's quite a lot to get through, so let's make a start in the next video by setting up 2 servers on the Hetzner cloud, although I might take the dog for a walk first.